don't like how cozy the Clavigers gotten with the adherents. That High Inquisitor especially bothers me.
It's her eyes that give me the spooks. It's like they can see into my soul.
I just...
Stay back! They might circle around. I don't want you to get hurt. They've got my crew's swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... what if the birds knock me off? You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street. Yeah. I guess you've dealt with worse. I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Would it even make a difference if I
E
said...
aí, Casimiro, beleza? Boa
Hope you
tarde.
remember. And light on your
Beleza,
feet.
belezura.
Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Bom, o jogo é bom, tô gostando. RPGzão. E aí, Flávio, beleza? Boa tarde, Flávio. Como você tá, mano? Eu gosto dos dois estilos, eu gosto. Não ligo pra isso não, caseira. Primeira, terceira pessoa, o que tiver eu jogo. E tá tudo beleza, Flávio. Tá jogando aí? Platinou o jogo lá que você tava jogando? Agora peguei o jogo do macaco. Ah, tá. Eu vi você jogando, eu acho. E gostou do jogo do macaco? Eu tenho ele pra jogar, mano. Só que eu não joguei ainda. Vale a pena? Você me diz aí do jogo do macaco. É um jogo que eu quero jogar. Ele é difícil, Flávio? Ou é tranquilo?
Supplies you need for prices you can afford.
Careful. Some people have fallen down these stairs. But maybe.
Ele é difícil, mas não tanto, entende? Tipo, mas é mais difícil que o Elden Ring e o Lies of P? Ou é mais tranquilo?
Any luck with the search?
É mais difícil? Você pretende platinar ele?
Well, not the gods. Thank you. Let me see them. Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. It's enchanted. Might be some kind of luck for you.
Aí sim. O importante é que você gostou do game, né? Se você gostou, vai platinar. Só mandar brasa agora. É porque eu não vejo suas lives, eu não sei que hora você faz live. Eu vi só uma vez você jogando.
Ah, don't mention it. Just one more thing. All this time, I've been sure this was Helia's doing, but maybe it's just superstition. Do you really think the gods curse us over past mistakes? That's what I was afraid of. Still, thanks.
Se eu ver você on, vou dar uma passada lá.
Now I probably owe Helia an apology for all this.
E agora, você tá fazendo o quê? Tá no trampo? Tô viciado nesse jogo aqui, mano. Esse jogo aqui tem... é tipo Skyrim. Já jogou Skyrim? Tô fazendo algumas missões secundárias pra ficar mais forte. Ó, tem duas secundárias aqui, ó. Não, são 3 secundárias aqui, ó. 1, 2, 3. Vou fazer essas 3 aqui, eu vou pra missão principal aqui, ó.
Hey, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign, I guess? You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. Something is happening here. The plants and the animals are changing. No one knows why, or exactly what's doing it. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and the fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but
Ah, Flávio,
I suppose the
bom
gods
trampo pra
had
você, cara.
other ideas.
Obrigadão por aparecer na live. Valeu.
Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra for this experiment. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered a very sensible deal and swore they had a supplier. Certainly seemed honest to me. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. Interesting that you think I'd name names while talking to the newly arrived envoy from Adir. But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate, she knew some animancers, and she might know something. Hmm? Ah, yes, that's a great idea, and the one which you came up with completely on your own, if anyone asks. Really, though, any luminous Adra will do. I'm sure there's some out there, somewhere.
Look now upon the fate of those that oppose the Burn Queen's justice.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky. As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone. They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Well, well, you've done your reading. You're exactly right. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there. Castel's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you? The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Need a minute. Just like the good old days.
Fala, Lid. Boa tarde, seja bem-vindo aí, mano.
can't tell you how many ships have come to a bad end on those rocks.
Barão. Peraí. Tá tranquilão, mano. E você? E o joguinho lá ontem que você tava jogando de terror? Primeira vez que você joga aquele jogo lá? Eu não gosto de jogo de terror não, mano. Terror não é comigo. Posso não? Você não gosta de jogar? Ô, louco. Aqui lá é o que o bicho aparece na sua tela e te dá um susto, né? Eu não gosto não, mano. Odeio susto, cara.
Not seeing any sign of some magical experiment.
Captain Blue.
Watch yourself.
Next one's mine. You're not looking good. Nice work.
E hoje você vai fazer o que de live? Ah, peguei uma varinha. É uma varinha ruim. Só pego varinha ruim, mano. Queria uma varinha melhor. Olha lá ele. Fazer live hoje não, só vai ficar de boa. Luvas grossas. Lá ele. Até as luvas. Falei de varinha e me dá uma luva grossa. 10% de velocidade de parkour.
Better find something. You bastard!
I knew it.
Hey!
Vou morrer. Morrer! Amas douradas. O que é isso? Fragmento de totem. Ah, preciso de 6.
I think it's clear something happened here.
Tem alguma coisa aqui, ó. Uma varinha. Varinha. Qualidade comum. Só pego essas varinhas ruins, mano.
Got it! Oh, take a breather, folks. Getting out of this alive.
Captain, we're not alone here.
Gods, what a... Please, please don't hurt us. We're just trying to get this Audra for Captain Bardado before she comes and kills us. So were we. I don't think that's possible anymore. We acquired some luminous Audra from the Valian Trading Company, meaning to sell it to Sapienta de Falva in Paradis. My ship sank in a massive storm on the way here, and the Audra was lost. We got to shore, but that's the least of our worries. That's a matter of perspective, isn't it? Our plan was to tell the client we couldn't get the Audra and hide out in Paradis until we knew we were out of trouble. The Valians weren't far behind us. Bardado gave us one last chance. If we could find enough Audra to replace what we lost, Are you serious? You do that for us. If that means what I think it means, I'm all for it. Better odds than we have now. We're supposed to bring the Audra to Bardado at the Usher's Hand just north of here. She's probably already there waiting for us. If you somehow make it out alive with the Audra, get it to Sapiento de Falva in Paradise. Maybe he'll do some good with it.
Um baú dourado. Anel único. Anel de arcanista. Será que é bom? Deixa eu ver. Intelectualmente em um. Pra mim. Ver. Vou explorar mais essa ilha aqui, eu acho. Se tem mais coisa pra pegar nela aqui. Pra cá que eu não fui ainda. A música aumentou aqui. O dourado. Adra. Dinheiro. Dinheiro. Dado. Lá na água. Vou enfrentar essa pessoa lá. Vem aqui, ó. Enfrentar. Enfrentar a Capitã Bardato. Bardato. Foi pra onde? Foi pra lá, ó, na B. Vamos ver se ela é forte. Se for forte, eu tô lascado. Eu vou morrer. Puxa, tem um ursão lá, hein? Tem um ursão lá, mano. Tá morto, urso?
Hold it there, Aimika. We're expecting someone tonight for sure. But you're not them. Trevik and his scabby newts stole Adra from the Valiant Trading Company. This is widely advised against. You see what I mean? So I'm here in my capacity as a procurement agent, if you will. I bring back the Adra, or I bring back their heads. Well then, I guess we'll go kill Trevik and his crew after we take the Adra from your corpse. Bring me their heads!
Everybody all right?
Caraca. É hard aqui, hein? Agora vamos lá levar a Adra para Sarpiento. Mas eu acho que eu vou ir ali, ó. No acampamento. Acho que aqui é o acampamento. Dá para melhorar minha arma aqui, eu acho. Eu melhoro minha arma aqui. A bancada, aprimorar itens. Pra melhorar minha varinha. Lá ele. Ah, não tem os itens que pede aqui embaixo. Galho de madeira nobre e garras de rilea. Pena.
You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely...
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. I couldn't agree with you more. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view. We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey. You got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well... Now you're being funny.
Oh, gods.
Fiz um bocado de coisa, né? De
I'm
itens
just making it
bons.
worse. By the way, I never met that orc.
Haze, mirrors, we have touched something like your dreams before. Our roots entwine, but we cannot linger here long. We must know. A life for a life. A killer's blood billows in the drain, dead like the bear. We do not understand. Was this a mercy too? Uproot, yes. This... Perhaps this would have been our way. We would have hunted him, devoured him. He would not escape. He hurt you, plucked you from our garden. We cannot forgive. We bide our time. We wait. Wake now. We have tending to do.
Pô, o cara olhando pra mim. Vamos lá, terminar essa missão. Aí eu vou fazer a missão principal aqui. Não vou ficar só fazendo missão secundária. Tem muita. Não acaba mais.
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me? Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be. And to you as well, my wonderfully unique friend. May you find a kinship with this land.
Tem mais missão secundária ali, mas não vou fazer não. Vamos fazer a principal. Quanto de lugar ainda que tem que ir no mapa aqui, ó. Não vou fazer tudo não. Vamos focar na história principal agora. Vamos fazer aqui a história principal. Deixa eu ver. Essa aqui, ó. Só tem uma, né? Viagem para os Fior mês inverno. Aqui, ó. Vamos usar uma viagem rápida para cá. Só vou fazer um café aqui rapidão e já volto.
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
Looks like there's a note.
Whatever's grown over that Adra doesn't look natural.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. That'd be my guess as well, though it could be anything. She seemed to have a lot on her mind. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
And Sam sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
You had to know that might happen. I mean, you've met Ludwine, right?
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? We'll maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Just mind how close you get. Their experiments don't always go as planned.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fjord is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island. Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. I look forward to hearing what you think the word easy means.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy. That's the spirit. What about you, Marius? What's next?
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is going to show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdude. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm alright.
If you ever change your mind.
Would you be a dear and help with these sportlings? Please?
Looks like she could use our help.
Here we go. Left.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Now look. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase right in those ruins that I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Do they really? Well, I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
You make lovemaking sound like Hector Brewer discussing tea. Flaccid. In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord, and I need this vase now. Oh, you will? My. You're a looker and a doer. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Thunderous titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
That's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
Everyone okay?
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
A godlike in Emerald's den. Well, well, maybe our luck's... improving.
E Xavier, beleza?
What's the target?
last week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ado, you've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer? Gods, it's about time somebody like you came along. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind. I don't know. They just disappear. I wish they would at least come back. Soon I won't have any left. It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if I look for them, the rest will wander off. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it. I have to have some standards, even at a time like this. You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them. How should I know? I left years ago. Maybe she's made them more docile since then. I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
You're the first godlike to come through in... well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign. I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, This market will be empty come winter. Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animancy. Some say the old gods aren't here, or maybe they just don't care for the living lands. If you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big manor on the far side of town. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy. We don't have much, but the harvest hasn't bled us dry yet.
do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the Animancers starving as well? Or are they seeking tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Lay traps in the woods and play for game. I can't help you.
We know you're stashing the grain somewhere. Well,
No
let's
cutting
have
in
it.
line. I wasn't here first.
There's no stash, as I told you before. If I have grain, I give it to you. I know times are hard.
Crops are coming abroad. Flies won't be the lack of them. Hey, you! Go away! There's nothing here.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it? Ah, finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
I was just getting warmed up.
I really don't think you can deny that everything is Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, Envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, Envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another.